I got him. Now, Jake, now.
Welcome to your doom. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
She goes, yeah, I got chewed out by my son the other day. And I go, for what? She goes, well, apparently during his circumcision, they botched it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No,
and
she
we're
did
like,
draw me a diagram.
what?
I'm like,
Yeah,
how do you botch?
so we're like, wait, hold on. Like, you need to describe this. So then Jake hands her like a pen and paper. He's like, can you like show us
I was
what?
going to get some clay out.
Yes.
I didn't know what she meant.
So she starts drawing essentially her son's penis, and then I guess she's like, yeah.
It's a
So I guess
scale.
like, yeah, I guess like when he gets all boned up, like it's like almost seems like some like tendon kind of harness kind of tissue, sinewy tissue is like under the.
I still don't think I understand it. Like
I don't totally get it either. But
when she explained it, it reminded me they have like animal bridges over the highway so they don't get hit. That's what it sounded like.
all I can think
like
of
onto the
like
frenum
tension.
or something.
Maybe is that what we're talking about when with the last episode?
Oh,
when we're trying
an
to
ugly
figure
penis?
out the worst kind of penis there is.
Renee?
Is
Can you
it not
chime in
smooth,
on-
not
yeah.
soft enough for you, Renee?
I don't even know what to say to that one.
No, I do, and I've joked about it before, but I do think circumcisions are like the reason that like most dicks curve to the left is because most doctors are right-handed.
Yeah.
You know, every once in
That
a
is
while
really
you get that
interesting.
left-handed doctor. He makes that like that weird ski slope. We've all seen those kids
No,
riding
you want-
upside down in high school.
You want
know?
the one that goes up because it's like the G-spot hook shot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Welcome to Non-Essentials Podcast. This is episode 96, starting
Yeah.
off strong
Yeah.
with a type
Strong
of penis
penis,
that
yeah.
Renee hates. My name
Yeah.
is Jake. Type of penis Renee likes busting.
It is? I'm the one she hates. I'm the soft penis.
Yeah.
I'm very soft. But not the kind of soft she likes. Just flaccid.
Soft like fresh
Flaccid.
bread.
Yeah, like Laffy Taffy in the sun.
I'm Renee, regretting anything I said about penises. Right?
And if you want to hear more about it, you can join our Patreon. We've been
Yeah.
talking about that. And also
Talking about Renee's penis.
check out our YouTube as well. And also if you have any like stories and all that good stuff, all this stuff comes from you guys as far as sending it to the Non-Essentials Podcast at gmail.com.
Literally makes our jobs easier.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's always throwing off my Google algorithm.
Dude, I love when the inbox blows up when something weird happens. And
Yeah,
like three
like-
people are like, the guy got his dick stuck above his, in his
Anything. Yeah, insert noun. Person, place, or thing. And I'm like, yeah, what happened to his dick?
Okay, I don't even know where to go after this. I used to have one, but I had a botched circumcision. They just kept fixing it till there wasn't anything left.
Aren't you a mother?
He really botched that circumcision. Holy shit.
Hey, put a uterus in there.
All right. So what happened this week? Oh, Ariel's black.
You know what? I mean, that's
yeah.
awesome. Who cares?
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I do think, I was like, we shouldn't bring this up. And then I bring it up immediately. I'm sorry. But it's like, I think,
No,
I
bring
haven't
it up.
seen a
Who
single
cares?
person care about it, but I've seen headlines about all the people caring about it. Like,
Yeah. All the people that are like, just so you know, if you care about Ariel being black, you're a piece of shit. It's like,
that's because woke
Okay.
is their marketing strategy. They're
It
like,
is.
we'll let outrage carry this.
Yeah.
So, like, you think? Wait, you
make
think
the entire cast black. I don't give a fuck.
You think the Ku Klux Klan was gonna go see fucking Little Mermaid remake in the first place? Like only if she's pure skin.
I saw a meme going around that said they should have Ellen Page or Elliot Page be Prince Eric. Or is Prince Eric?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
I don't-
yeah.
Fuck it.
The only thing I remember about
Go
the
real
Little
hard at
Mermaid, it seemed like the actual theme of the story was "Shut up and you'll find a man." Because wasn't it? She didn't have a voice, and he's like, "You're perfect,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
naked,
true.
wet, can't talk.
I saw
Found my bride.
Yeah, I saw a thing. It was like, my wife
Smells
keeps,
like fish."
my wife keeps saying I'm pushing all of her buttons, but I haven't found the mute one yet.
Hate it.
Oh, whatever. Well, I just want to say, like, in honor of last week's topic, when we were talking about the donkey population in the world getting decimated because, the fondness over their dicks, right?
Was that for soup again? Like
No,
virility soup,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shark fin, same thing.
But it was like Chinese medicines and stuff like that. But
I'd
also
rather go
like
with the shark fin.
What's that?
I'd rather go with the shark fin.
For virility?
Yeah.
You don't want a donkey dick?
Do you
No.
know that they have blue pills for that, right? I guess chicks get boned up too when they take Viagra. I don't know.
I've heard that actually.
I don't know. So it's probably just makes
I'll
like
have to Google that later.
erectile tissue hard. So there goes your soft penis. So anyway, I just wanted to say
Clit so
this
hard,
is,
cuts the stream in half.
yeah. This is I've decided that this is my new favorite Bible verse in honor of last week's topic.
Over the donkey dicks.
Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is so listeners, if you could please turn your page to the preferably King James version of Ezekiel 23:20.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get in the character here. And I said,
Right, here comes Southern Baptist.
Foghorn Leghorn is your pastor.
yeah.
Shh, we're in church.
No, this is a quote from the Bible. This is Ezekiel 23:20. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emissions were like that of a horse.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. I said donkeys. So yeah, that's fucking from the Bible.
Yeah. Well, it's a Deuteronomy's.
Is it like that's a dude ranch?
Yeah.
Dude rancheronomy. No,
Okay.
dude, seriously, I didn't know that they're talking about donkey dicks in the Bible.
I have never heard that quote once. More so, again, like I might have been like, remind me, they're just drinking donkey stick soup for the virility.
So over in Nigeria, there's
Okay.
like this like black market where they actually stopped like their version of TSA or whatever. You know, they stopped a bunch of like, they're like, oh no, these are cow dicks, and then like then that one specialized guy's like. My friend, this is a donkey dick.
This is a burrito.
Yeah, that's a little donkey.
Yeah.
These are big donkeys.
Speaking of donkeys
Love that phrase.
and dicks, I have a would you rather
Okay.
involving both.
I feel like this is like gonna
I want
like
the
payback. For
I want the non-donkey one.
Yeah.
No.
The other one.
The other one. Okay, I remember it. Okay, ready? So, would you rather have sex with the donkey secretly, or
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
or everyone thinks that you did even though you didn't?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it secretly.
Hold on, question. Am I having sex with it or is it having sex with me?
Whatever you prefer.
I prefer I having sex
Yeah, I
with
don't want. Dude, donkeys, their dicks are so big they could get a wedgie with it.
Yeah. And honestly, I think if it had sex with me, I wouldn't be able to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Like it'd be loud. I wouldn't be walking or
You'd
alive.
you'd have a pink sock. So
Yeah,
you walk straight.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's I'm secretly like I have to fuck this donkey. Is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
Like daily,
One time.
once a week.
One time.
Foreplay.
Yeah,
Optional.
you make a centaur.
Like, do I got to hang out with this thing, or it's
You
just
have to buy it dinner.
this is I'd be arrested for animal abuse.
How much does
Yes.
hay cost?
Animal
That's
abuse?
not much.
Okay, all right. Or everybody thinks
You did even though you didn't.
I would fuck the donkey.
Honestly, yeah. But can I? I'm gonna go curveball, man. I'm gonna go both. I'm gonna record it.
You know, both.
Yeah, I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna stream it.
Because he wants to make money off it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll do a different would you rather.
Okay.
No, that was perfect.
No, okay, this one might be better because I think you guys chose that way too fast.
Okay. Yeah.
We
No,
chose
I don't
Adam.
want-
Adam chose both.
But no, that was to be contrarian. But like, but I really don't. I really would. I fuck the donkey so
Yeah.
to make sure no one knew I fucked the donkey.
Yeah. And to fuck the donkey.
And also, you get the fucking donkey.
Yeah.
I saw two unusual things in the last week. One, there's a dad that waits in the school line with a Pornhub shirt.
That's probably bad, Dad.
And two, there was just some guy in the library randomly clipping his fingernails in the aisle.
The first one's worse.
Yeah. I
think,
was gonna
like,
say like either he got dressed in the dark or he's blind and his friends are assholes.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made this shirt, but okay. What?
Actually, I was gonna,
What?
real quick.
There's a shirt about everything.
Real quick here, we have an audience.
There's
and-
not a
and
non-essential podcast
There's no point.
shirt.
There's
Not
no
yet.
point in having an audience and not asking. So, audience, what would you rather do?
Fuck a donkey, or do you want everyone to know you fucked a donkey?
Everyone know I fucked a donkey.
Okay, we got contradicting things. We might have to dive in this a little bit. So we have fuck a donkey, and you want everyone to know.
No, she doesn't do
I
it,
don't
but
wanna
everyone.
fuck a donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you can't fuck a donkey, so that is different.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can fuck a donkey. I've seen females take it.
Yeah, but I'm not taking it the way she's taking it. I'd be giving
Whoa,
it.
No,
yeah, I know.
They do the crab. It's like a crab. They do like a backwards. No, they do like a backwards crab walk, and then they fuck. I've seen videos
Right,
of
I'm
it.
saying, but if I have to do that, I might want everybody to think I did that instead of actually doing that too.
Just let them.
I think
to
if
their
I
own
think if I
assumption.
have to fuck the donkey the way Renee has to fuck the donkey, I'll just let everybody think I did.
I don't even want to think about me doing that.
It's a would you rather. You have to come
No.
down on the side of it.
No, I don't.
than the donkey picks.
You know what that jackass wants.
Okay, I'm not
Seriously.
doing would you rather's anymore.
No, keep bringing them.
No.
Please keep bringing them. And actually, I want to do a quick shout out to we had a friend that just opened a coffee company.
Yes.
And I wanted to say it's Resilient Coffee. And basically, you can't.
The website is Resilient Coffee Co.
Yeah, Adam's better at this.
Yeah, resilientcoffeeco.com. And why this is important and why I think it deserves a shout out. Sadly, following Donkey Dick Doc, but the portion of the proceeds are actually donated to organizations that help combat human trafficking.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, and it's actually we were brewing coffee there, brewing
it's
his
good.
coffee today. It's good coffee. So, so go there. You go to resilientcoffeeco.com, and you can find all of his socials.
And I wanted to
from
say
there.
it's not like he picked an arbitrary cause. It's like he was an officer that was in the
He's a
force.
police officer, with human trafficking.
He was in the forced retirement because of a medical reason, and he still wanted to actually find a way to help continue to do what he did. So he is doing this coffee company, and I was kind of telling him, it's like, this is that thing where it's like, I don't have a reason to buy Folgers. It's just you buy Folgers because your fucking dad bought Folgers.
Yeah.
So when you're at the store next time and you're buying Folgers isn't doing anything to stop kids from getting fucked.
Yeah.
So do us a favor.
And
go to
honestly,
Resilient.
at this point, like I kind of view it this way:
You're helping.
by buying Folgers,
Yeah.
you're kind of helping the kids get fucked.
Yeah. Or
So that's why you have to buy the Resilient coffee.
I mean, and it's probably true because they are getting fucked with the wages that they're getting
By
paid.
the donkeys. They
Yeah.
throw
I
the
knew that when
beans
you were
over the
gonna
back
say
of
that.
They throw the beans over the back of the donkeys,
Yeah.
like
So-
Juan Valdez.
Yeah. So make a cup of Joe not fucking a kid in the morning at resilientcoffee.co.
Yeah, so and when you go there, you can actually see all of his different social things. So you can like him on Facebook and on Instagram and everything else. So
I love coffee.
All jokes aside, we're serious about this one.
it actually is good
Go get
coffee.
some.
So it's not a joke. So go support and give them a like. And I also want to give another shout out because we had to take a break here because we had a smash in by TC Smash Burgers.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Would
And
you
it-
rather a smash burger or Resilient
Yes.
coffee?
Well, the thing about the
Both.
smash burgers is like this is one of those things like it's a burger, it's terrible for you, but you just don't fucking care.
I know,
Like,
it's
it's
true.
that
They're so
level
good.
of like
Yeah.
it's like I seen it, so I have to eat it now.
You just want
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
hunk of meat.
Yeah. There's something very honest about the see-through bag that promises great flavor, and you just go for it.
I'm just sitting here enjoying my Diet Coke. Any Elon Musk updates?
Oh, I do have an Elon Musk thing. Do you guys want to get
Do
into
you?
it now? It's kind of the
Okay.
longer thing I have.
okay.
So we want to do that or conspiracy real quick,
Well-
and then the longer thing.
Are we doing conspiracies?
Do we have the hats?
So-
oh, he does.
I don't know if this actually.
Your hat is getting small.
I got All right.
It looks like a beret.
Yeah.
Or a yarmulke.
Fuck. So this was. I don't know if this actually constitutes a conspiracy, but it is a theory that I thought was interesting.
Okay.
So they did scans of Mars, and I don't have the exact notes here, but on Mars there is a substance known as xenon that is like strewn about the surface, absolutely over the top of everything. And the only time that occurs on Earth, similarly, is when we do nuclear bomb tests, like Bikini Atoll, all that. There is detectable xenon all over the surface. This is a
Okay.
bit like when they tested lead in like the 60s, and lead was on the top of the ocean, and they're like, oil companies like, lead happens. No, the heaviest element goes to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's because they were putting in the gasoline. So basically, they don't have a good reason for xenon to be everywhere over Mars the way it is,
Unless there's nuclear.
except for a nuclear war.
Okay.
Now the thing is, there is instances on Earth in Africa of actually nuclear reaction naturally occurring, but nothing to this scale. The estimate, if we take current tech or even future tech of like a nuclear bomb going off, this nuke would essentially be the size of the Empire State Building detonating in the atmosphere, and it would explain why Mars is fucking dead. So
Did you read this on Babylon Bee?
No, they are current. Like
Okay.
they're currently
QAnon.
But no, they're hence the hat. I don't talk about this unless I got this on. I can think clearly. I actually can think clear. But no, and so but with the erosion with that, the estimated time was 300 million years ago, roughly. So until we find a better reason for this xenon being on top, it's entirely possible that there was a civilization and they totally fucking killed themselves with nuclear
And then
war.
it took 300 million years for someone to figure out how to split the atom again.
Essentially.
Yeah, from
Because we would have
amoebas.
like 300 million years. We would. Yeah. I don't know if that was quite. I think that was like Stegosaurus time. If we have
It's cockroaches, Twinkies, and bacteria.
and it seems crazy.
In that order.
But honestly, in the last 100 years, we've come 3 or 4 times pretty close to doing the same to this fucking planet with Russia and America. So it's not that out of the realm of possibility. And that's my conspiracy theory.
Can we take this off?
Yeah, we take the hats off. All right.
So you got the Mars with the xenon and the moon with the P on.
No, I think that. I mean,
there you go.
Well, I kind of like joked with you because I said like when you take go out from the sun, say the planets.
My very earnest mother.
Well, no, it's like what is
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
Okay, so what is Mercury made out of?
Mercury? No, I'm just kidding.
Mercury's iron mostly.
Yeah,
It's
and what's the center of the Earth?
the iron? It's
Yeah,
core.
so it's almost kind of like as you get further from the sun. I was joking with you about this, but it almost seems like it's like it compounds the layers.
Yeah,
it's like right at like Earth's atmosphere. Like it's perfect, and then it's like just a little bit further, like Mars.
Well, that's where like Venus is actually super similar. It's a hottest planet because it's the runaway carbon CO2 effect, the thing we're supposed to be combating against, which might or might not exist here.
Well,
so anyway,
it's like the 3 little bears. Like this
perfect.
one's too hot.
It's called the
This
Goldilocks
one's
zone.
too cold.
It's
This
literally
one's
called the
just
Goldilocks
right.
zone.
Did you know that?
No.
It's literally it's called the Goldilocks zone.
Seriously,
for real?
in the solar
As far as like too close to the sun, too
that's
far
really
away.
funny. You just literally pulled a homer with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick with it with the moon, the interstellar stuff here. Okay, but I'm gonna bring it back. Are you guys familiar with the Mooncake Festival?
No.
Is that where you pee on the moon dust and make a brick?
No, but
That is what we're talking about.
Hold on, long-time listeners will remember that they're using astronaut piss to make cement for lunar bases on the moon right now. That's a real thing.
Should be pedophile.
They're talking about it, yeah. So anyway, if you're not familiar with the Mooncake Festival, it's also known as the Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay. This is a very important holiday, especially like in Asian cultures.
Okay.
And it's celebrating it's a celebrating way to ask for like a rich harvest the next year.
Okay.
Okay. Well, and the reason why they say mooncakes is because the Mooncake Festival is because they eat mooncakes, right? And which are these like little like pastry things.
Sure.
And it's for like lunar appreciation and moon watching. Well, and I guess the last 2 harvest festivals have been canceled because of the pandemic. But to lift the spirits in Taiwan at a nursing home for veterans.
You mean East China?
Yeah. Are we getting canceled right now?
No, we're trying to get big in China.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
over in East China.
Are you pandering?
No.
Like the NBA?
I'm pandaing. In East China.
Well, anyway, but in Taiwan there's a nursing home for vets.
Okay.
And they kind of wanted to do their own unique moon watching. And by that I mean they hired some strippers to give lap dances to entertain the veterans.
I was sitting here like, how do I work a butt joking? And then Adam did it for me.
Yeah.
That's the butt of the joke, really. So, but after and it was a fucking great time. But unfortunately, because like a video surfaced, right?
Sure.
And it went viral, and then all like the fuck faces of the world that decided to like make sure that like none of these old motherfuckers ever got to have a good time ever again. Like now the nursing home is like, we deeply regret doing this, so we need to be careful. But if you watch the video, seriously, there's a smile, an ancient smile on every one of these. Like every one of these people just look like crumpled humans, but they're just like. Because here's the thing is that they thought they were going in for bingo night. Yeah. It was literally like, well, Thursday's bingo day. Yeah. And they're just rolling this like, I don't know what the Taiwanese version of Matlock is, but they were probably getting ready for that.
No, I'm sure their lucid scores were off the chart. Doctors should have been in there studying them. Yeah. They're asking them like these boring ass questions, trying to get them to read. I'd blank out too. Sorry, but you put a chick in there.
Well,
I'll come back. Like Larry, the guy that blew his leg off in Nam, he had a half moon out. So.
Well, no, I love how they even said they're like, we deeply regret doing this. It's like,
fuck you.
The only thing deep that should have happened is those fucking the faces in those titties, like it's just deep inside there. Like they're upset about the lap dance. It's like, dude, all those guys are in wheelchairs. They're already sitting down anyway.
Yeah, they've already hospiced themselves, so fuck it.
Yeah. No, so like I just don't understand like why listeners, buy your grandparents some strippers. You know, like that's the best way I could say it. I mean,
have your own mooncake festival.
seriously, get a strippergram or something.
Dude, I can't wait to get. No, I don't want to get to the nursing home, but I am kind of like loosely planning on doing drugs. Like it's like that's your heroin days.
No,
that's
I'm
your,
definitely I'm definitely gonna get weird.
when I get like a shaman.
Yeah.
No, the first time they're like, hey, you can't walk anymore. I'll be like, let's do some steroids. And they're like, sir, your heart can't take it. Like that's fine. What am I gonna do? Just be stuck in a chair?
Well, no, and I do want to at least say this too, in case there's any sort of like conscientious objectors towards titties, right? Like they literally they gave them the option. It was like one of those like surprise bingo.
Sure. Everybody's
titties.
a winner.
Yes, with titties, or and so some of the people there's other bingo shit going on in the other hall, and they're like they just wheeled them out, but the other ones are like let's do it,
fucking dribble boating them.
So anyway, that was my thing. It's like, dude, listeners, get your grandparents some strippers. And honestly, get your favorite podcast or second or 10th favorite podcast, whatever number we are. Get us some strippers too. So
we should. we can get.
I'm the stripper.
No, we can get a huge heavy set stripper in here. There's no problem. We'll get like a ring girl. BJ is offering it. Hey, he'll do it.
Get you a tuck speedo.
Look at like a catfish sign. He just carries a catfish across.
Yes.
Like I'll fucking watch that.
Yes.
Like a ring. Like
yeah.
A ring.
It's just it's a live catfish. I don't know where he got it. All right, you ready for your horrific story of the week?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right. So there was a girl in Mexico that was almost buried alive.
Yee.
Have you seen this at all?
No.
Anything? All right. So we're talking. This is a 3-year-old girl, and it sounds like a nightmare story. And I got a bunch of names I'm not gonna be able to pronounce here. But so basically what happened was the little girl was sick. She was 3 years old. She had like pneumonia or the flu. The mother took her into the hospital. I think she took her a couple times. And it sounded like the hospital was like jaded at the amount of like care they had to give to her. And eventually they separated her from her mom and said they were hooking her up to fluids and that she was going to stay overnight. And they never fucking did that at all. So the mom like came back and they were like, oh yeah, that little girl was pronounced dead.
She just rolled out by the dumpster.
Well, that's the thing. It's like she was pronounced dead, and like the mom essentially freaked out, and the hospital's like, I guess they handle it where they contacted the funeral home, and they fucking sent her to the funeral home. And this shit must happen fast because, refrigeration down there is not great.
Yeah, you can't even flush toilet paper there.
So they get to the funeral home. The family's at the funeral home, and they had her in like some type of glass box or some type of viewing apparatus, and the mom was like, her eyes are moving. And they called her, they're like, you're hallucinating. Her eyes aren't moving. So then finally, the grandma, the hospice person, just starts yelling and screaming because there's condensation on the fucking glass.
She's breathing.
Yeah.
She's fucking breathing.
Yeah.
So they rushed her back in hospital just in time to pronounce her dead in the ambulance.
Awful.
Yeah. So
Why are
it's
you laughing?
because it's so awful. This is the sand.
It's tragic because the family has to pay for 2 funerals.
Yeah, exactly. That's double the.
That's
This is the San Luis Potosí family. Basically, found to be alive during the wake, was pronounced dead for the second time. Little Camilla fell ill last Wednesday with symptoms including stomach pain, fever, vomiting, according to the girl's mother, Mary Jane Mendoza Peralta. So I feel absolutely terrible for her. I do feel bad like making it, but it's just kind of like how fucking bad of a hospital are you?
Yeah.
Like this is like almost. I think a haunted house would have done a better job.
Do you know why? They,
like,
I mean,
what the fuck?
Well, to be fair, like
Adam could have done a better job.
I mean, I know how to check for a pulse, but like you know why they say dead ringer?
No.
Have you heard like that person's a dead ringer? Blah blah blah.
I think you do know. You just
don't know by
Okay.
yeah. So a dead ringer is because people used to get buried alive all the fucking time.
Oh, okay, I do know.
Yeah, so they used to put like they would attach like a bell to the hand and whatnot.
They've like like exhumed coffins for reasons. They're like
claw marks,
fucking scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this pre-scratched?
Yeah.
Like, which is hilarious. I would
pre-scratched?
Can I pre-scratch my coffin and then for some reason get it exhumed? But I was cremated. All right, so I do have a big story.
Okay.
And it's a story that, like, audience, listen to me. I want you to stick with me because I know you're going to be like, I don't want to hear about that. But this story is about chess.
I don't want to hear about that.
I know. But like I said, refer to the last sentence. I'm sure everybody knows certain names like Bobby Fischer.
You
certain.
just said the one name I know.
Yeah, me
Exactly.
too. Me
Well,
too.
And then like whatever, and then
So-
that Russian robot that broke that kid's finger a month ago.
That was funny. So the reason Bobby Fischer was big is essentially Bobby Fischer was the first American that beat Russia. This is back when Russia was rolling. Basically, because Russia was like, we're the best at everything. So like, it was that person.
Tetris.
Yeah. Oh, that guy got fucked. We should do a whole history episode on Tetris, because that guy got no money and Soviet Union got like everything. Anyways, I'm gonna sidetrack. In Russia, this guy's job was to be the best at chess in the world. And Bobby Fischer, a fucking American, basically Lake Placided him in Iceland and embarrassed him in front of the world by beating him. So this is one of
So
those
did they
things.
take him out back and shoot him or what?
Essentially, yeah, you go back. Like the thing when they lost like Lake Placid, the hockey, like there are soldiers and their job is to fucking play hockey. So they're treated like they lost a battle when they fucking. Same with chess. It's a serious thing. The thing is, Magnus Carlsen, he's been like the best for like, I want to say like 15 to 20 years.
Magnus Carlsen is from Russia?
I
Though?
know,
No, Magnus Carlsen.
That sounds like Scandinavian.
He is. He's like this is now the Norway guy. He's
okay.
he's the
I was
best
like-
that's ever been. He's been
It's like, what's that strong man? Like Magnus for Magnuson? It's like,
oh, it is. Yeah.
good job, parents.
But it's like
Stupid.
ever since he was like 13, he was like a prodigy. Right into he's like Michael Jordan of chess. So much so that he wasn't going to defend his title because no one's challenged him in like
just
years.
pictured like he's like, checkmate. Like tongue out. Like,
Dude, I hate to say, but it is that lame where he's like, there's pictures of him playing with Bill Gates. He's like he's a millionaire rock star. He's got like apps for
Millionaire
chess.
rock star chess player.
It sounds dumb, but it's real. Like he has
Okay.
apps. People pay. He makes tons of money off this being the best.
huh.
Because it's like it's a world-renowned title, and there's a rating where he was going to try to
Like,
be the
save
first
some pussy for the
3,000.
rest of us, Magnus.
Dude, he is probably drowning in Queen. Like, but I'm just trying to say, like, he had a 53 game unbeaten streak in classical like board tournament, which is like the best in the world. And when he was playing from the white position, white's a bit like tic-tac-toe. If you go first, you have a strategic advantage.
All right, but
Technically.
I'm okay with like, with Black Ariel.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is what you're getting at.
I've been waiting for it to be called. Why does white go first?
I'm just kidding.
No. So I'm just trying to like set the stage. It's like Magnus Carlsen, he's the best there's ever been. If you put him against anyone in history, he's probably going to win. So he's the top. And so he just lost at the it's like the Cinque Field Cup, which is happening in St. Louis like right now. This was like 9 days ago. And he lost to a 19-year-old who was the lowest ranking in the whole fucking tournament. Like he lost, and he lost badly. It wasn't like a draw. It wasn't like a tie. They were like,
Did someone pay him to
he
take a
lost.
dive?
He lost so bad he didn't show up the next day, and he quit the tournament because he's a fucking baby at this point.
Yeah.
Just
Because-
rage quit.
But the thing is, it's like he lost to a kid that used to play on chess.com, and I think he got banned when he was 12 and 16 for cheating because you know words with friends. You know
Yeah.
who's using a fucking dictionary. This kid was kind of doing that. But the thing is like he was at the tournament. And basically because he beat the best, he was treated like he fucking cheated. And the internet came right into the rescue. They couldn't prove how he cheated. So for a while, the dominant theory was that he was using electronic anal beads to
He's like,
cheat.
That
I had them
would
in
you-
there, but that had nothing to do with the
but-
chest.
yeah, it helped me
fun.
focus.
Yeah.
Would you rather have anal beads
Yes.
to beat Magnus or
I would fuck the donkey.
yeah?
Because the thing is, it's like, because it's like, how would you cheat with anal beads? Think about it like this. Think about it like counting
No,
cards.
No, I know those like they have those like the phone app vibrators, so
Yeah.
you can sit there and like.
Yeah.
So
So-
she's trying to talk to her parents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And with chess, the whole board is like talk to the parents. The whole board is like ABC.
Hey mom, can you pass the
yeah.
potatoes?
It's almost like Battleship, where it's like ABC and then 1, 2, 3. So you could be like C5 for the rook. It'd be like buzz, buzz, buzz.
Yeah,
C,
thank God there's
buzz,
no
buzz, 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 and he'd be like, and move.
Thank God there's no Z26.
Right. It's like I'm really thinking about this move. So, and
Joke's on you. I like it.
Yeah.
And this 19-year-old kid, he's actually kind of an eccentric, and they gave him an interview afterwards. He was like walking by the I think his name's Hans. Yeah, Hans Niemann.
See, that's how I
Yeah.
can tell you right now. I don't want to derail you, but that's how I know he didn't have butt plugs in because you said walked by.
Oh, right.
Like he would have
Wheeled
sauntered.
by.
He would have
Yeah.
sauntered like a cowboy or something like that. Like, well,
He was in the gym
Yeah, hit the
practicing,
old-
yeah.
holding the
hit
beads
the
while
old
walking.
dusty trail. Hold these fucking
Yeah.
things out of me. Who knows how to start a lawnmower?
Manuel. Daughter just died. You're not doing anything. Exactly.
Yeah. That's
So, but the thing is, it's like, so think about it. You're a 19-year-old kid. You practice and you just beat literally the best in the world, and you show up the next day and they basically give you a cavity search. Like they wand you down because they're assuming you didn't win. They assume you cheated.
Yeah.
They even instituted a 15-minute delay in the television
Yeah,
broadcast.
fine, why not?
Assuming he cheated. And then he actually went on and played the number 2 guy and took him to a draw. And so it's really starting to look like he didn't cheat, even though he got on chess.com, he got banned from tournaments immediately. Like he couldn't enter this tournament coming up where he can win $1 million. Like this kid dedicated his life to it. He beat the best in the world and everybody just motherfucked him. Mm-hmm. But now it's starting to turn around where it's like, it's looking like he didn't cheat. It's looking like he actually beat this kid. And this is the problem with like Magnus Carlsen. It's like when you fucking win that much, you don't know how to lose.
it's true.
You're a fucking pussy. And this guy needs to come back and be like, listen, man, I'm fucking sorry. I act like a gigantic baby. And on top of that, Magnus was just bitching about he was bored because no one could challenge him. And don't fucking challenge the void because
like
the
a predator.
world
It
gave
sounds
you
like
a competitor and you
Yeah.
acted like
predator,
a fucking
you
pussy
know?
immediately.
Remember the Predator
Yeah.
movies? Like
Yeah.
you had to go and find the best predator to fight.
So this is one of those things like this is like the Queen's Gambit was popular on
I know,
Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And this is like I guarantee this will be a movie soon. And this is like happening. It's like 9 days old and it's unfolding right now. And it's
At least I have to interrupt you here and at least say that like I like how Elon even chimed in, and the reason why I bring up Elon is because Jake's always so boned up over him. But
true.
also like I had listener E and your husband also messaged me about this.
See, he didn't message me.
Yeah,
you're out of the loop.
I guess so. I'm not in the
Not
circle
in
of
a
trust.
circle.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're out of the butt plug circle, man.
I guess so.
I'm sorry, but no, I guess like Elon chimed in about this dude with his fucking butt plug chess match or whatnot.
Well, and that's the thing is like that was like the initial hook that kind of got everybody
Yeah,
on
it got
board.
me fucking
Yeah.
looking at it.
But it's like that was kind of like the bet, and that's the option that the internet was like, oh, he must be anal beating, because the thing is it's just like this kid is 19 and it's like he finally did an interview to kind of push back, and it's like he's 19, he's got nothing else going on, he does 12 to 14 hours of study a day.
Dude,
He
I'm
kinda
42. I have
dedicated
nothing
him.
else going on, but I'm not getting good at chess.
Maybe you should start.
But
But
I was getting good at butt plugs.
But it's one of those things like I can compare it back to like I have friends, we talk about starting
I'm
the tattoo
halfway there.
shop. Like I was 19 when we built it. And they're like, how could you do that? And it's like I was not doing anything else. It's like that's what it was for the first year or two. It was nothing but just that was our lives. And it's like I don't know, I can kind of like identify with that. And I think it's cool if he actually just went for it and won, and now he's smart enough to defend himself, and the tides are kind of turning where Magnus is looking like the butt plug.
crybaby? Yeah.
He's looking like, he should be shoved up an ass.
Yeah, he should be like, I will play naked, and you can put some of those speculums, like from a
Okay, no,
from
let's
a
cut
gyno,
this out.
So, yeah.
like the gyno office.
This
just
doesn't do that.
Speculum my butthole.
Yeah. Hate to speculate on them.
Speaking of which,
So end of chess.
well, since Jake is always so boned up over Elon, just so you know, his college girlfriend is actually auctioning off some of his old memorabilia.
Like what?
I don't fucking know, like some letters and pictures and shit like that. So, Jake, you can get some new bait material right
Who's
there.
his college girlfriend? Like,
Some chick that probably doesn't have a kid named after a fucking SKU number.
dude, that's got to be the most spiteful bitch in the world. She
you
dumped-
know that she contacted him first, like,
Yeah.
Elon, it's Samantha, or whatever her fucking name is. I don't fucking know.
It probably was Samantha.
It probably was
Yeah.
Samantha. But
Totally
honestly-
Samantha thing to do.
Yeah.
What if it was Grimes? That's what it was really about. That's what his whole thing was. It's just like, getting back at the one that
All right.
stole his protractor.
All right, so let's go back on to you guys ready for some soapbox time here?
No,
Sure.
let's talk about chess more.
Okay, so hold on. I'm getting up on my soapbox here.
Like Hitler.
So yeah, what?
Hitler used to yell from the top of a soapbox.
All right, well mine is a
Kampf.
pro-Semitic.
Semantic,
God damn it! All right, so anyway, so not
semantic, semantics.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's big news when it floods over from TikTok into my Instagram reel.
Ah,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
true.
That's how you know it's.
Yeah.
That's
But
how you know
old
it's
folks are on
important.
the
Yeah.
Instagram.
But I did see that a lady had posted a video about how she's about tipping, right? And I'm kind of curious on what your thoughts are on that.
Like the act of like at a restaurant tipping.
Yes.
Okay, not cows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Sure. We're Wisconsin.
yeah. Fair
Okay.
enough. Okay, but what are your thoughts on tipping?
You should tip.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you should tip. I tip the fucking.
And-
And to be honest with you, I mean, and you know, Jake and I, we all live in and Renee, we all live in like a smaller city anyway. So it's like chances are
You're gonna run into that person.
you're gonna rub it.
Yeah.
You're running that person.
well, just on top of that, like I've been a waitress. You know, I've delivered pizzas. You know, it's
wanna
like
say that again?
I've been a waitress. I know what I said. I was the best. Yeah, like you know, I was there when you needed me.
Yeah.
Water, whatever. It was.
Balls are
You want
hanging out of
some
your
cream?
skirt though.
I
like-
saw waiting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
You
like,
never send your food back. It's a
No.
real fucking. Do not send your food back.
Well, no, I can't. I
These
can't
psychos.
remember.
I want this a little more cooked. You just want ball hair.
yeah.
I can't remember what movie it was, but it was one of those things where it's like what's $1 or $2 to you? Like nothing, but it means everything to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. You know, so it's kind of like one of those like you know, if it's like it's 10% or 15 or 20%. It's like I'm not a fucking math teacher, dude. Just throw some fucking cash down, you know. But like but this chick, what had happened is
Last week he was eating dog food. This week he's a big tipper.
yeah, I'm just fucking like making it hail with dimes. you
Yeah.
know? So anyway, it's percentage wise. So, but she posted this video where she's complaining about the fact that she went to about a recent trip to the restaurant.
This is. Oh, keep going. Let me
A
tell the whole
woman-
story. Okay.
A woman on TikTok.
Oh, shit.
She posted a video, and then it flooded over into my Instagram reel.
Okay. I'm saying she was
I'm-
a tipper. That's the one that didn't get tipped.
She and her friends went to a restaurant.
Sure.
And they sat at the restaurant for a while.
Okay.
And the servers kept looking at them and then kind of like ignoring them or whatever. They're like, "What the fuck?" Right?
Okay.
And then finally, the manager came over and he's like, "Hey, nobody wants to serve you." And they're like, "Why not?" And they're like, "Because you guys come in here before and you never tip."
Yeah.
And
So they're habitual non-tippers.
they are habitual, known not tippers. And so and
They're like,
then
my
she-
servers are not Nintendos. They have memory.
It's like, well, that's when you just blow them.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. No,
Yeah, but no, like not tipping is like you tip because you're too lazy to make it yourself. That's
Well, and that was-
essentially.
Yeah.
Well, here's where I got frustrated, right? Now, because now, granted, like, you know, if you've made such a name for yourself,
Yeah.
that like even just the sight of you has been like, those people don't fucking tip.
Right.
I'm not serving them.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like she was like, well, you know, like we're not required to tip. I guess no, you're not, but they're also not required to serve you at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
that's true.
Like
But-
you need to remember too that like this isn't like, you know, like they have the ability to deny service to anyone.
That's
you
one
know?
of those. I will say, like, I just remember waitresses and waiters were not paid minimum wage. When I did it, they were paid like $2.30 an hour because
Actually, I
it
got a
was
thing about it.
assumed.
No,
it was assumed you would make tips. So it's like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so-
have a I
Okay,
have a
I'm
thing
sorry.
on it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's okay. You're good. You're good. But she, and this is where I got kind of pissed because she chimed in. She goes, I'm a tattoo artist.
okay,
And
scumbags.
She goes, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just worthless
she
people,
goes,
really.
No, she
Scum
goes,
of the
I'm a
earth.
tattoo artist, and you know, like I'm in an industry where we rely on tips. I'm like, dude, fuck you.
No.
You're like, dude, as someone who's been in your industry since 2005,
Yeah.
get fucked. We don't fucking rely on tips. And Jake and I, for new listeners, Jake and I, we have a tattoo shop together.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't rely on tips. Any tip that we get
Yeah.
is never expected, but it's gravy.
It's always appreciated. That's
Yeah,
what it,
it's
it's
always
not,
appreciated.
If you rely on it, you don't appreciate it.
But
it's not
this-
part of. It's not
this-
supplementing the income.
This bitch is not getting paid $2.33 an hour.
Exactly.
And that's a real number. Like that's
it's still
that-
$2.33.
That is a real number
Oh
per
my
Google
God.
for Wisconsin. Now, granted, and I looked this up today, but like granted, like in different states, it's different numbers.
It was $2.33
But
when
it's-
I was doing it
it's-
20 years ago.
It's
So
always under $3.
yeah,
You know, it's always under $3. So like that's where like, dude, we're not the same in the tattoo industry as a food server. You know, like
Yeah,
that's
or the
fucking stupid.
hospitality.
this was the girl in the video.
Yes.
She was a tattoo artist.
Yes.
She's a cunt. I'm sorry.
She's a
I don't
fucking
like.
piece
I
of
don't like
shit.
to throw that word out there, but listen.
I like
He
to.
reserves
I
it
will
for non-tippers.
I carpet bomb every
Yeah.
conversation with cunt.
I believe in like. Listen, I would love this to tumble somehow back into her ear, and she's like, "Are they talking about me?" And right when she realizes it, she hears me say, "She's a cunt."
Yeah. Perfect fucking hair, like crazy fucking patterns dyed into her hair, you know, with white and blue and everything else.
Sure.
Fucking dialed in nails. She's got enough fucking money to throw the server a couple bucks.
I wonder if she tips those people, like the different
For what it's
males
worth,
that
Who
live
knows?
there.
this is actually kind of a hot spot because it was we had went down and went taking my kids to breakfast the other day, and it was one of the places where you get you get the ticket, you go to the front, you pay, and the lady in front of me, she said it so loudly, it was $17.31 or something like that, and she gave him $18, and she said the rest is a tip. And I did cram the words back in my mouth, so I was almost like, no, it's not.
Yeah. I will say this right now. I know that in a lot of countries, you have to do 2 years in the military. I feel like that kind of you do your service, right? And as a military veteran, I kind of get it because it makes you appreciate shit more. I fucking think 2 years in the military. I feel like that kind of you do your service, right? And as a military veteran, I kind of get it because it makes you appreciate shit more. I fucking think that at least in the States,
Everyone
in the
should be a waiter?
States, you should be a waiter for
Yeah.
at least 6 months. In my opinion, if you don't leave a tip, that means that you are so fucking pissed about your service and what
Yeah.
happened there. You basically saw the chick put a cigarette butt out in your mashed potatoes as she handed it to you. You know what I mean?
I would still leave a tip.
I'd probably still
Yeah, I'd
leave
be
a
like,
tip.
you
I
only
really would.
you only get the medium.
Yeah. That would tell me that if you don't leave a tip, you are so fucking spiteful that you'll never give that business $1 ever again.
Yeah.
Then you just fucking show up the next day, they're have goldfish memory, hi, I'm
Round
on a
two.
burger. Yeah. It's like
Dory.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
And that was because I remember delivering pizzas in Beloit, in parts of the town where they didn't want to unlock the door fully. They had the chain on it, and I had to pass a vertical pizza through a crack. You understand how pizza works, right? Well, I think you're onto something with people working as I think regular people, because this has happened to me a few times. And Adam and I just recently worked at a place where we did security, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I was busting
Comedy on state?
I was busting all the tables. I was doing all the dishes. You know why? Because it's not my fucking job.
He was having the time
I
of
was
his
having
life.
a great. I was smiling. I was washing everything off. I was undercover boss.
Yeah, Jake was Jake goes, yeah, I'll take the trash out once.
It's like an experience. No, because I've been to Taco Bell a few times at 10:30, and I pulled through, and they're like, "We're sorry, we're closed. We don't have enough people." And you know what? I was proud of myself. I decided not to get Taco Bell. I was like, you know what? Good. Good for. But I was thinking maybe every adult should work a shift at McDonald's and Taco Bell once a year, just to appreciate their shit job. Just make
absolutely.
some quesadillas, and then we could all get Taco Bell late again.
Yeah.
To smiling people that are we're only here 2 more days, and then back out of purgatory. Dude, fuck these kids that don't want
Back
to
to
work.
Wall Street.
Yeah, I'll work at Taco Bell for a week. Everybody knows my name there. They know how I like my Crunch Wrap. With some resilient coffee that didn't fuck a kid.
Well, yes. There you go. There's your nice callback. Yeah. No, this is going back to the fact that her justification was, as she said, and hold on, I have a quote here. She goes, some of her peers may not have the finances to do so as far as for tipping. And it's guess what? If you don't have money to tip when you go to dine out, you don't have money to dine out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got some money to
You
go
know what
get
I
some
mean?
vegetables at the grocery
Yeah,
store.
well, no. And honestly, and if you don't want to cook, hit the fucking drive-through.
Yeah.
But you don't get to sit there and take up a table, and waste some chick's time or guy's time,
Chick.
Ugh.
Renee, what do you think about all this?
I mean, I agree with you.
So if you don't tip, unsubscribe and go fuck yourself. That's all I'm saying.
If you like feet and you don't tip,
Yeah, if you're into foot porn and you don't tip,
because he's told feet people to unsubscribe 8,000
Yeah, we
times.
lost all our feet people.
I know. Now
That was
we-
half of our people.
yeah, I noticed your mom stopped listening.
I know. Hi, Mom.
What's up with that? I'm just kidding. Hi, Molly.
So it's I was going to say, do they serve catfish at this restaurant? Because I actually had Lindsay dial us up another
Yeah.
catfish.
I love
Nice.
it. I
Yeah.
have a catfish as well, but keep going.
Do you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. We get 3 catfi.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know
have a
what a
cat
pod
pie.
catfish is called. Probably a per.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. All right. Wait for
I'll
that.
allow it.
Okay. So I got number 1 here. All right. So the state of California sues Amazon, alleging their policies cause higher prices everywhere. Number 2, the state of Florida sues Amazon, refusing to deliver to the Florida Keys. Or number 3, the state of Alaska sues Amazon for an unprecedented amount of packages lost in the snow. So Amazon got sued.
I think
Amazon
it's the
got
first
sued.
one.
Can you say the first one again?
State of California sues Amazon alleging their policies have caused higher prices everywhere.
I'm gonna go number 1 as well, but I could see how number I could see, you're going 3.
I got 3 from the
Alaska
audience.
is vast,
Yeah.
and so are the Keys. There's literally there's one road in, one road out in all of the Keys.
I feel like for a delivery person, that makes it easy.
For an unprecedented
And
amount
your
of
husband's
packages
a delivery person.
lost
Yeah.
in the snow.
Well, because I
I'm
think
going number 1. What are you
think,
guys going? 2?
2,
1?
1. So I got
3.
3, 2, 1.
Got a mixed crowd.
Okay, because I think California is just really litigious. So
All right, I'm going to say something really stupid, but
What's litigious?
what's litigious? I also agree, but why don't you explain it for the audience?
They
For Jake though, because I get it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
totally know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I litigiously wait for this explanation.
They like to litigate, sue each
Oh,
other.
of course. Yeah.
You dummies.
I knew it. You fucking idiot, Jake.
Yeah.
How do you not know that? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm going 1.
Okay, so I got a couple of 1s, a 1, a 3, and a 2. Okay, so the answer is California. Number 1.
Yeah,
Sued
see?
Amazon on Wednesday, accusing the company of pushing sellers and suppliers into anti-competitive deals that led to higher prices, including at rivals' online stores. The lawsuit filed by State Attorney General Rob Bonta, asshole.
Oh, Rob Bonta.
You're suing Amazon for high prices, not everything else?
Yeah.
Not the housing market,
Right.
not...
They're out of air
Yeah.
conditioning.
I
so
love
they're a
those
little
videos
sassy
where it's
now.
like $100,000 to buy you. It's like here it's like a ranch home. Other places it's like something smaller. In California, it's like a sleeping bag someone pissed in for $100,000. So
I feel like this is a little late to the party because you already drank yours.
Yeah, I always drink mine right away because I love it. But listener T gave us Drecker Brewing Company
Listener TJ.
Brains.
Yeah, Brains.
And
I really like this one.
Yeah, I like this one too. Of course, I love them all.
I do too.
I couldn't. If you had a Sophie's Choice of which one, what would it be?
Brains.
Getting the Sophie's Choice reference.
Yeah.
The brains.
Pick between
Wait,
children.
no.
I like-
this is really stupid. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I mix up Sophie's Choice with Flowers for Algernon.
That's where a mentally handicapped person has children.
I know.
And there's a scientific.
Yeah, my brain's like these are
And
the
they have
same.
to choose between the mouse and the
These
child.
are the same thing. I know.
So
It's like
flowers.
Matthew McConaughey and who's the guy from Kingpin? The Kingpin in Zombieland.
Oh,
Bill
Woody
Murray?
Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson. Yeah, it's like Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson are merged.
And had a
Like
baby?
it's the early signs of
Hold
dementia.
on.
They're
I
like, we gotta
also said-
consolidate.
I said
Oh,
Bill Murray, and that's also
Bill
in both
Murray-
of those movies.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but no, I have to say Flowers to Algernon is basically Lawnmower Man with a mouse.
Yeah, I know this, but I'm just saying, like, those
But
are
a different,
connected.
I guess a different kind of mouse because
Yeah.
mouse can also be computer equipment. Getting those puns? My man. There we go. All right. So anyway, so this is thank you very much, listener
Yes, thank
TJ.
you.
And also I have to give a shout out to listener T, our fact checker. He is out with the plague. That's why
Yeah.
he's not writing right now.
It's been downgraded to a cold.
Yeah,
We don't test for it anymore. It was big news a couple years back, but we don't care.
All
And
right. So we can end on a catfish.
Yeah.
We can end on
All
the
right.
catfish.
Oh, I
right.
also have a celebrity.
Oh, let's hear it. I want to
Yeah,
hear
let's end
yours.
with
Okay.
lots of games.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
End on a high note.
Okay.
1 second, we'll pause.
And another shout out to TJ because we just had, or I did, I should say, they
Yeah,
haven't
seriously,
started
hold
yet.
on. Listeners, if you're watching on the YouTube, I poured it out. Jake, hold yours up too. Look at this. Guess which one is Renee's?
I liked it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you do.
it's the Hydra Chunk Sunday Sour.
I think you need to say it. Chonk.
I
Chunk.
think it's a hard CH.
So
It's
thank
a
you very
chunk.
much,
Yeah.
listener TJ. So appreciate it.
I wanted to say, I did watch a movie that I want to recommend to everybody, and you've probably heard about it. It's Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That's the name
I
of the
haven't
movie.
heard of it.
It's got Michelle Yeoh in it, and you might have seen a preview for it. It looks very bizarre, but honestly, this is the thing. This might be my new favorite sci-fi movie that I've ever seen before. It was obvious they had budget restrictions to where it was like, but this is one of those
You
rare
can see the
movies.
strings of the floating.
It's like the
things.
Godzilla.
No. It's like I can't
a
explain
guy
it.
in a
But
suit.
at one point, I described it as like a Wes Anderson Matrix. It is so. This is one of those things. If you gave it more money, it wouldn't be a better movie. If you gave it better movie, if you put Brad Pitt into it, he wouldn't add anything to it. Whatever they did, it was like a perfect movie And I say that being a huge movie fan, this might be a perfect movie because it.
What's it streaming on?
I bought it on Amazon, but it's kind of everywhere all at once. but realistically, this is a movie that like I can't. Here's. Do you remember Data from
Star Trek?
Goonies?
Oh
Yes.
Slick Shoes. He's in it.
Slick
He's
Shoes?
in it as an adult, and he's fantastic. And so is Michelle Yeoh, who is the lady from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, who I think is almost 60. But she absolutely this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. And I think it's because at the end of it, I was excited they made this movie because this will inspire other people to make movies similar to this. And I don't want to ruin it for everyone, but realistically, I would be disappointed if someone's like, I watched it and I hated it, because I don't think it'll happen. That's how confident I am. If you actually watch this movie and give it a chance. I can't recommend it hard enough. So everything,
like John
everywhere,
Lovitz and The Critic.
all at once. Exactly.
It stinks.
But, I could understand people not liking it. For me personally, it's somewhere between.
Is it in English? You
Yes.
just named two Asian people. So
100%.
I didn't mean to be that
It's
guy,
in
but,
English, but they speak like Mandarin at times to each other.
Like I sat there, like I'll say this, like I was perusing, this total like first world problems. But I was at work and I was like, I'm gonna put a movie on that I don't have to pay attention to, Yeah. So I was like, oh, what's this Parasite thing? And I was like, all right, I'll put that on. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like Korean,
I like Korean storylines.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But he
I was
doesn't- he can't
But I'm
listen
saying
to
I
it.
wasn't gonna like.
The
I
subtitles
was
are
gonna
hard.
pay attention. I
Yeah.
needed something in the background. They'd be like, "What's happening? Oh, that's cool."
This is one of
versus
those-
like attentively,
This is one of those where you have to pay attention, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So where I think you'll want to pay attention.
That's what I was getting at. Is I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was if I didn't know,
Yeah.
and they may have came across differently. But I meant to say is like I didn't know if it was in English, or if it was dubbed, or if it was subtitled. But it's in English.
No, it's and here's the Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. I'm sorry, and Jamie
Are
Lee
you sure
Curtis.
it's in English?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it,
Just kidding.
and it's the best. It's
It's
by
the lead
far.
part that made me.
It's by far the best role I think she's ever been in too, and I love Trading Spaces and stuff like that.
yeah,
like
but didn't she?
I
show
love
her
True
titties
Lies.
in? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like in Jamie Lee Curtis, I could see why I was kind of like this. She's kind of doing a Bill Murray where it's like she's just having fun, and I
Yeah.
could see her reading this script and being like, "Of course I'll do this role because
I'm sorry.
done with
What's
the yogurt."
I was gonna say, what's the last movie she's been in?
Fucking yogurt,
Halloween?
the yogurt commercials, Halloween.
Which one?
Oh, they're gonna make a
Like
remake.
the last two remakes.
Can I tell you? I'm gonna spoil the ending for the Halloween they haven't made yet. She's gonna kill someone.
Yeah,
at
she
the
gets
end of
Michael
a Halloween.
Myers, yeah,
It's
okay.
this long spiral down.
Okay,
Anyways,
so should we end
movies.
on a catfish?
Of course.
Okay. All right. So listeners, try to guess the theme. Audience members, try to guess the theme as well. So number 1, man shorts out his pacemaker while relieving himself on an electric fence.
Okay.
Number 2, peed off woman demands reimbursement after designer swimsuit bottoms are dyed blue at pool party. Number 3, Florida gas station owner accosted by urine in his microwave.
He's accosted by urine in his microwave.
Okay, so the theme is
You're
detrimental.
in luck.
Yeah.
You're in luck. You're in luck.
Okay,
You going 1?
do number 2. Did you say peed off? Oh, because she peed and it dyed her.
That's what it.
I'm going to go
alluded
2.
Number 2. And what was 3?
Number 1 is man shorts out his pacemaker while relieving himself on an electric fence. Number 2, peed off woman demands reimbursement after designer swimsuit bottoms are dyed blue at pool party. Number 3, Florida gas station owner accosted by urine in his microwave.
I don't know how you get accosted by urine in your microwave.
I'm gonna go 2 because that's the thing where you put the chemical in the pool that lets people know when you pee.
The fake
3?
chemical.
So I could see.
You going 1?
I'm going 2.
So 1.
The chonk is turning on me. I'm getting all chonked up. It's still good. It doesn't hurt. It's just not letting me talk. I'm gonna go 2 because I know people put that in a pool, and I could see her being like, "You put this in the pool,
Jake.
you ruined my swimsuit."
Jake.
Yes.
You know that's just an urban legend, right?
Getting chonked?
No, the dye in the pool where it shows if you peed or not.
No, I'm going 2, and you went 2 as well.
I did, but that's not true.
I'm going 2.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I just can't have you walking around telling that story.
No, 100%.
All right,
That's
so
real.
all the answers are in.
I've seen.
You got
That's a
1,
real thing.
2. Wait, what are you? 3.
Yeah.
One.
And I don't believe a man in Florida gets accosted by pee.
I don't
he
think they get
rolls in
accosted
it.
by pee.
Two.
Two.
Okay. So, obviously, number one was pretty funny because I just imagined somebody like, that fence ain't on.
I knew you would think of something
Right?
like that.
Number two, actually, you kind of stole my thunder there. That is an urban legend, and I think that was something that parents always told us to do to scare us into and I have distinct memories.
Not if you eat a blue raspberry snow cone.
Yeah. No, I have distinct memories of just letting out a little bit of piss to be like, any blue? No, let it ride.
That's because
Put it all in black.
But isn't it true that the chlorine smell that you identified with a
but
child, the smell is the
Smell.
result of the chemical
What
Yeah.
part
with your
of that
pee?
had smell?
the color.
Exactly.
If you had synesthesia, you
Yeah,
could
there we
imagine
go.
the smell
Okay,
of blue,
thank you.
like
That's a nice-
Ratatouille.
that's a nice
when the rat ate food and saw fireworks.
So, this is from October 2018. A Florida gas station owner has placed a sign. Good job, by the way. A Florida gas station owner has placed a sign in the store asking customers to not warm the urine in the microwave. Peru Patel says he's becoming, and I quote, sick and tired of people walking into his gas station in Jacksonville to warm their containers of urine. The store is within walking distance of 2 labs that offer drug testing and collect urine samples. Patel, he tells First Coast News the people who use this microwave to warm urine walking off the street and microwave the urine, leave the containers there. And he says that the reason why he put the sign up is because after he yelled at some lady for doing it, some woman, or she said, well, there's no sign that says I can't. So he's like, you know what? Fine. There's a sign now. So that's what the sign that says.
Only in Florida would someone say something like that.
Only in Florida do you have to tell people to not warm the piss.
I have questions. So, can you deliver piss at 120 degrees? I don't know how to warm it to room temperature.
Can't you just put it in your
98?
armpit?
Yeah, it's
and
like-
Use your body. What
It's
do you?
like butter, dude. You
Yeah.
put it in for 4 seconds, you take it out. That's what she said.
You're still guessing.
yeah, you're still guessing.
Like, do you have a fever?
You're like,
Okay, I guess that's.
So there we go.
I guess every time I hear Florida, I'm like, you've.
I know, me too.
We've done enough Florida stuff.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Do you think that I didn't purposefully leave Florida in the title?
I know,
and
I
then
feel
not
like
put-
That's the thing. It's like the dog that didn't bark at this point was Sherlock.
that just means that the next 2 are going to have Florida in it, and they won't be them.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine.
Or will they?
All right, let's wrap this one up. I think I'm done. Unless you guys got anything
I think
else you
we're
want to go.
pissed out, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is episode 96. So,
Nothing happened in '96. I remember when you were doing the whole '96 thing. I'm like,
You mean 69?
that'll end it. I'm Jake
pervert.
69 Bussy.
I'm Madam Soft
She had
Penis
the
now that
piece-
she said that, Riley.
Do you think she was like, wait, we're 96ing. Hold on. And then they spun. Like, this is bad.
The genitals are facing away.
North to south, dummy.
This doesn't make sense.
I'm Renee Resilient Right.
I'm Jake
Yes.
East to West Bussy.
Yes. And actually, there you go. Thank you for that callback. If you don't buy Resilient Coffee from resilientcoffeeco.com,
You might as well fuck those kids
you
yourself.
might as well fuck the kids yourself because you're a piece of shit.
Fade out.
And then that's where it's faded out.
That's how you fade out. You just go away from it.
And then it's all going to black.
This is chalk.
yeah, it's
like
not.
Ariel.
Jake.
Dude.
He just canceled himself.
What color do you think the king crab will be?
It's a lobster.
What if it's like Gary Oldman from True Romance? I guess the motherfucker thought it was White Boy Day. It's like Gary Oldman.
I hope Flounder or whatever his name is. No, that's the fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
On
the
to
crab. The crab is the it's the
Under
Jamaican guy.
Under the sea.
It's a lobster.
No, was it a lobster?
Yes.
It's a lobster.
It sounded like the same guy that sang "Girl, I'm Gonna Make You
It's a
Sweat."
lobster.
Didn't that guy sing "Girl, I'm Gonna Make You Sweat"? Thought it was the same guy.
You're just singing of like last episode
Yeah.
when she's talking about that rapey ass song.
Yeah, but I thought the lobster was like a singer.
He is a singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
He said under the sea.
Exactly. That's
Under
not the
the
girl.
sea.
That's not the
I'm
girl I'm
gonna
gonna make you
make
sweat,
you
guy.
sweat.
No, nothing is better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Wow. All right.
Hell
all right,
yeah.
All right.
Hit him with the
Renee,
later
you ended,
boners
that, you
again.
ended that one
Later
gross
boners.
after I ended it racist.
I failed 2 drug tests due to being too hot.
Because of the microwave.
I didn't microwave
Very
it.
strange.
Did you put it in your armpits and
So-
down?
Wait, hot is in temperature?
Yes. In case you don't know this,
Hold on, we should turn this off.
I don't.
This is all blooper reel.
Yeah,
See?
Microwave.
I'm not shy.
Did you put it in
you
your
just a
armpits
cop,
and
dude.
hold down?
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
hot and
What? Hold on, we should turn this off. This is all blooper reel.
I'm not shy. So
BJ's a cop, dude. I'm just kidding.
What?